Hey man, today I'm going to be reacting to an internet history video on the incognito mode channel. This one's about video games, and there's two things to mind that come with video games. One is obviously video games, like the stuff you play, and the other one is, I don't know if anyone will get the reference, but there was a song I've seen on YouTube in the past called Video Games. It was by Blackout Band. It was not great. But I mean, it was memorable, so there was that. I think the video's still up. It's been over 10, maybe 15 years now. But yeah, that was a song. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some video games with Internet Historian, I guess, or not me, but the Incognito Mode channel. But yeah, I'm going to assume there's gonna be a creepypasta in this. Knowing Internet Historian, like he's done creepypastas in the past about video games. See, there was the Pokemon one, there was the Fallout one. I don't remember if there was any more, but yeah, he's done video game creepypastas. So will I learn something? Maybe. I mean, I learned like I learned about Suno in the AI one, and I still use it. So it's a fun thing to use. So anyways, let's go to video games, see what he's gonna talk about, and the good ones, the bad ones, the obscure ones. Yeah, let's just go.
Brought to you by Ground News. Video games.
New ad, or not yet, new advertiser too. Okay, let's see what he's gonna use with to use as a sponsor. Like we got the, was it Ray Shadow Legends man, we got the Nord guy, we also got all the Saley guy. So
Video games.
Video games.
What are video games?
Oh jeez.
Immersive video.
The VR in the tub. That can go well.
Video games where we play Subnautica in the bathtub.
Yeah. Well, video's over. In the field. Oh, ninja. Okay. Many kudos.
Alright, video games.
Video games. Now that.
These in Asmon's. What is Many kudos doing in Asmon's room? This is definitely. You can see the flag, the chocobo. Probably the A1 sauce. Probably more cups off screen here. Yeah.
Alright, video games.
Video games. Now that's.
And Internet Historian's naked in a McDonald's. That. I would say that's out of place, but I guess depending on some McDonald's, that's within place.
That's something we could talk about all day, huh? Many kudos. I've actually prepared a speech.
Okay. Can we play some epic music under this?
Video games. Some love them, some hate them, but they're here to stay. From the smallest pixel
To the super widest monitor. From Azeroth to Borderland to...
Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We should learn to relate to the younger audience, right?
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Because I've never actually
Yes.
played Fortnite before. So I'm thinking like best.
I recently got back to it with the Hatsune Miku stuff, to be honest. I don't play the normal Fortnite stuff, like the Battle Royale and all that. I just mainly play the Rock Band. I think they call it the festival. And I play a lot of the racing, the rocket racing. So those two, I'm pretty fun. There's also a lot of mini games which I have yet to try. I've seen like Squid Games. I've seen some other stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in Fortnite now.
Fortnite, and then
And we'll just take it from there.
shorts.
Shorts.
Here's some Fortnite tips, fellas.
Oh, I've actually got my notepad
Oh,
here.
geez.
Hold on.
Yes. Okay. School is in session, so
Tips you need to know. The last one is important.
Oh, okay, the last one. Well, can we just skip to the last one?
yes, let's skip.
Tip number 5. Dropping a crown to Peely stops the Peely Patrol from coming for you.
Okay, interesting.
Right.
What's
What's a Peely
Peely
Patrol?
with a P?
This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career. This is the best
Wait,
clip.
what was that?
clip of Booga's Fortnite career.
Who?
To be fair, compared to us, he's probably several orders of magnitude more popular. I mean, that's true. Liked, interesting, pleasant smelling, fun at parties, and it just keeps going on.
This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career. This is the
Oh, that's the YouTube bug or glitch, or whatever you call it. Because if you like scroll down, you'll get the audio from the previous short for whatever reason.
best
What?
clip of Booga's Fortnite career.
What's
This
happening?
Is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career.
How? Have you broken it?
I
don't know.
This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career. This is the
Damn,
best
Vegas
clip
had a
of
very,
Booga's Fortnite
very
career.
expansive career.
Either that, or just people are just using the same audio. I'm only to think it's the glitch.
This is the best.
He just keeps topping himself.
He just keeps.
Because I think to fix that, you just have to refresh the page.
That's Booga?
What a beautiful glitch. That's so funny. You've broken YouTube Shorts somehow.
I don't think it's broken. I think people are just using the audio or something.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of looking at Fortnite, honestly.
Okay, this is the greatest.
This is the greatest clip in Fortnite history.
That's good.
His
Thank
teammate
you. Okay.
rushes to kill him, but he doesn't know he's fighting Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Right. Best clip, huh? Best clip.
So sorry, you can't make Ninja hard. You can't.
He
He
turned the
means
corner
tough.
into the dark alley, but he didn't know. They're waiting for him.
Cool anime music starts playing as fucking Tyler Ninja Blumpkins.
See, the thing is, he had his rise, and then it became kind of cool to shit on Ninja. I reckon it's starting to curve back around.
Well, I mean, to my knowledge, he gained popularity, then he went to Mixer, and yeah, he's still popular, but he lost a lot of it when he went to Mixer.
Now,
I think. I
now that
believe.
he's much less popular, I'm starting to think he's kind of good.
I think he voluntarily stepped away. I think he was like, I could keep playing Fortnite and make $1 billion, but I already have $1 billion, so
Like, okay, he agreed to go to that New Year's festival where he's
Right.
that was pretty bad.
dancing.
I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
They put him there too. Like,
Like, what do... At this time... Which New Year's was this one? Oh, 2019. Like, at the time, wouldn't his core audience be sleeping? Given, like, it's for the New Year's?
I could imagine very easily someone go, come on, okay, so we've organized a New Year's festival for you. You've done what? Well, hey, look, we're your management company. We're going to sort you out. We're going to put you in front of a brand new audience. You're going to love it. What do I do? Am I playing Fortnite? No, you're going to do the Fortnite dance.
That's
Dude,
not
I feel like he just
great.
improv that. I almost feel like they just brought him out just to be like, he's here.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at this
And then
thing.
he was like, I have to do something. It was Times Square, wasn't it? Wasn't it the fucking
Yeah,
like
it
Millennium
was.
Ball thing in Times Square? Like, it was like the most all eyes on me New Year's moment you could have.
Do you know what I would have done? Fake a heart attack and then drop down. Once you're out of line of sight, then you just start kind of crawling away. And people are like, what happened to him? What happened to him?
Something that becomes mysterious instead
Yeah.
of sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me just say
Sure.
another thing that like I've piled on to. But here's one thing that's totally unfair. Remember this tweet? And
I don't even know. You don't even have to show me. I know exactly which one. Ninja tweeted, I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips, as I get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going? And then a gif from a movie, which I can't remember, of a guy drinking a tiny coffee. I'm kind of angry
Right.
you brought that up.
okay, well that was lame because he was in his 20s.
He would have been like
it's kind of-
29.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's
Maybe
get through
30.
the point. But if I saw a guy in his 50s make that tweet, I would go, yeah, good on you.
I would, but only because I have a real soft spot for old people who play video games. Is it the
Right.
braless wife part? Is like, what is it about that
That was
specifically
like
that makes it so bad?
unnecessary.
I think the bit that makes it bad is with chips.
I agree. That was a bit of a stumble.
There's
Like he almost cooked with the not asked for, and he's like, oh wait, I got to remind them about the chips too,
and the chips.
and let's not forget.
As you can see here, a sandwich not asked for.
Sandwich not asked for. That's the new Baby Shoes Never Worn. Sandwich not asked for. Because Baby Shoes Never Worn is meant to be the saddest story you can say in the fewest amount of words. This is the opposite. This is the best story you can describe.
Yeah, and it's even fewer words. Sandwich, not asked. That's it. You know what? He's a genius.
Well, I think the worst thing is that would fucking rule.
It's true.
Can you imagine that?
It's true.
You're crushing it
in
like
$100 million.
You're worth $100 billion. You're playing like one of your favorite games. Your wife comes over with her fucking knockers like at eye level and hands you a sandwich and chips that you weren't even expecting. Just as you.
I mean, if it was on stream, I probably would have been. It would probably would have been like a small vacation, knowing how. But then again, it is, I guess, real life ones instead of a 3D VTuber ones, since they seem to be more harshly moderated upon rather than like real ones, because unless if they changed by now, I'm not sure, but there was a whole period of time not too long ago where the VTubers are just getting vacations left and right, even though the real life counterpart was showing a lot more. So, tangent aside,
you'd be like, hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this guy just like living the dream and we've just got a thin veil of irony disguising envy?
No, absolutely not. No, can't be that.
Right. Fixing Starfield. Maybe switch that thing with Concord. That needs. But I guess Starfield is still out. It hasn't been like shut down or anything. So, it is what it is. Because I never had any issues with Starfield, but then again, I didn't really like Starfield from what I played. Like, it was alright, but that was just about it. It was just alright. And at the time, I don't think there was mods for it. It was like Bethesda games. I generally would like to mod it, but yeah, it is what it is.
How do we fix some games? Welcome to the Game Doctors. PhD, MD.
Yeah, and it's like a reality show where you and me are both wearing like long coats. We've got the clip.
There's Concord. I knew that was gonna be I didn't know, but I was assuming there was going to be a Concord reference with this.
Boards, and it's kind of like you and me back to back with our arms crossed, smiling to the camera.
Yep.
The Game Doctors.
I think I saw. I don't think it was this, but I think it was a video like of an artist showing how they would make the Concord characters look better, and it didn't take much. It honestly did not. I mean, to my eyes, like someone with no artistry experience in 3D modeling, it looked like it didn't take much. So, what could have been, right?
What games can we fix?
Editor, what game can we fix? Does it say Metroid Prime? Like one of those.
I'll fix that game. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
How about this?
Haven't played it.
Metroid Prime. We gender swap. Seamus. We make her a woman.
The Game Doctors.
How do we fix
Starfield? Doctor.
Okay.
Give me the game scalpel. How do we fix Starfield in 3 words or more?
just
more.
one planet?
Yes. With like biomes? Remember biomes?
Yep, that's the one. We need to get rid of all of these kind of like sexless characters and just make them nice to look at, you know?
I've been saying.
I mean, I think unattractive characters are fine, in a way, right? Because like, if they're there, then they're there. But if they're there to prove a point that they don't need the attractive ones, it's like a whole mess. It's very not intricate, but like I honestly don't mind it, but I also wouldn't mind the more attractive ones. It's just I don't understand why the companies are limiting themselves to it, right? I understand why, because of the policies, DEI, and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, just look at the Eastern companies. They're killing it with Marvel Rivals. That game is very attractive in both I don't want to say like both genders, but in all the characters, let's say, right? Because you got sharks as well. So in all the characters, they're aesthetically pleasing, and I would say that that's part of the reason why it's doing so well. Plus, it's really fun to play.
Yep. They must look at the mods.
Oh, no.
And go like, most popular. Oh. We will not do that.
Yeah,
you know what
that's what it feels like.
To fix Starfield? Let's just have Shadowheart there.
She should just be in every game.
Yeah, she should just be in it, because she's pretty lady, and then she says cool stuff too.
Talk to
Doctor, give me 50 cc's or whatever this is. So we fixed that. I like the idea of maybe
That's just the solution to every game, right?
more menus.
Yep, that doesn't have
Yeah,
enough.
you're in your inventory.
More menus, more loading screens, more text on the menus. Why not?
But it's like, if we could have like sub menus inside the inventory.
Portal, everyone knows that game's a bit of a stinker. Doesn't
Yep.
hold up.
Yep.
What?
Now when you play Portal,
Is it? I mean, this is the 360 Metacritic score, so... What? What? That can't be...
there's going to be a third Portal.
I'll
so
trust
you
it for
shoot
now.
opens up to a Wendy's.
Oh, that's quite good.
There is a mod which I did one video on it on my gaming channel. I wanted to continue it, but I just got busy with other games. But there is a Portal mod that, I want to say it's a mod, more like a player-made expansion, where there is a third green portal, but that controls time. And with that portal, you can either go to the past or to the future state of where you're located. It's a neat concept, and I just need to get back to it. Like I said, I just got busy with other games.
What I'd do is I'd put one portal in front of me and then one portal behind me, and then I could just shoot myself in the back of the head.
Oh, that's where you're going with it. I imagined something else.
If you did it close enough, you could also us.
We're on the same wavelength there.
Interesting.
Game Doctors.
Subnautica. How we fix it.
Ooh.
I've never played it.
I'm thinking nude mods.
Okay. What if you could fuck all?
I mean, technically they're all nude, right? They're not wearing any clothes anything other than the player character, because the player character has like a wetsuit or something like that. From what I remember, everything else were just creatures in the sea.
All the fish in Subnautica. And each one has realistic, detailed POV fish physics.
Oh no.
I don't want to be crass, but there was a story in the news recently about someone in Australia, a
Man allegedly behind viral Tassie trout video appears in the magistrate's court.
and his wife,
you?
who were brought up on charges for that very thing.
Now it's not funny.
I believe it was a trout. You can just imagine them in Subnautica. They're just like floating around. They're trying to press E on them.
I'm sure there's a mod for that already
How
out
did
there.
that information get out?
But they videotaped it and then they put it online. Check out this Subnautica mod. I just made it, and then what the heck? This is just an MP4.
So they get arrested for that, but other people posting other crimes, most of them just get away with it. I say most of them. Some of them do get caught, so that's good. That's good. I don't understand like posting criminal behavior and then just thinking you're gonna get away. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess they see that some other people do it, so then they think they can get away with it and stuff like that. It's just not for me.
Well,
I'm not the
doctor,
target
who's the
audience.
next patient?
I've got my scalpel. I've got my gun. I'm
Oh
ready.
no.
What do we do about Assassin's Creed? It's shit now.
I could just go on a tangent about this game. Like, I'll just say this: like, not many people know about the, like, I mean, they know about the not re-release. What's that word? Many people know about the scheduled release date being pushed back, but ironically, coincidentally, the new release date is like the 10th anniversary of like the subway sarin gas attacks in Japan, and it's like, could you have picked a more coincidental date? Like, you could have just done it a day before, a day after, or even like a week. But I don't know. It's just the new one just keeps making mistake after mistake. Like, is at this point, it's not even mainly because of Yasuke, right? I mean, sure, there's still people that are mad about that, and sure, because like there's a lot of other people that they could have done in history as well, but they chose Yasuke. But that's neither here or there. But there's just so many mistakes besides that just paint the game in just a bad light. There's so many. Just so many.
Right? Once it was good. Now it is no longer. I'm thinking, instead of getting rid of Yasuke, we lean into it. All of Japan is now African.
Oh no.
And then instead we have like one Japanese guy as the main character.
Surely that's not going to be conveyed to some as racism.
As the villain.
And then, oh man, I'll be out here.
No, I'm not digging. This is your hole. It needs 50 cc's of microtransactions. Stat.
Yes,
Right.
Everything costs real
And
money.
a season
everything
pass.
costs real money. Correct. And like,
Get hit 5 gems. Parry attack 20 gems. Dodge 10 gems. Imagine we get to that. I believe there's a parody game that came out a long time ago that simulated this too, but I mean, it's obviously not with real money. It's just all within the game, and you don't pay anything other than the game.
like a cool animation when you put in your credit card number. You're loving it, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best game.
Oh, the dopamine.
Okay, back to Ubisoft though. A controversial opinion. I thought Yasuke was a cool idea, but Ubisoft is very, very, very clearly doing it to pander. The idea of like a black samurai, though, I mean, that's an anime, Afro Samurai.
You got a RPG? A RPG in a motherfucking backpack?
It's a cool concept, and he's a real dude.
They should do it, but they should just have it set back in Africa. And so everyone in Africa is just really confused, like, what's the outfit? And he's like, do not worry about it.
That is a cool idea.
Right.
If you like went to Japan and then you like came back. That's what Neo is as well. That was also just a real guy.
How about this? We could make it more inclusive. So what about like an assassin in a wheelchair?
That could work.
I'm thinking we need to
A-Mails aren't going to save that.
go to like maybe the Mongolian steppes, because they've got like nice rolling hills.
Well, you could get a real bit of...
Yeah, once you start rolling, you kind of can't stop, right? So there's Genghis Khan. He's down the bottom of the...
Is it really an assassin if you can see them rolling down a hill from hundreds of feet away?
bank, and you are just building up momentum. You look left and right, you can see the vistas. Oh my god. You've got a wrist blade on each side. And then Genghis, he sees you in the distance. He's on his horse. And it starts charging towards you. Ding, 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 ding.
That does sound fun.
All right, maybe it's Assassin's Creed, right?
It does sound fun, but not $70 of fun. Maybe like $5.
But it's
a $5 VR jousting game like that. That'd be fun.
only the parkour part.
You have to jump between different Minecraft blocks.
Oh no.
A 3-block vertical jump? It can't be done, Ezio.
Have you actually watched Parkour Civilization?
I have watched the entire thing.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not bad,
It's
right?
really well paced.
Is that what it's called? I've seen clips. Like, I've seen clips on YouTube of people playing Minecraft doing parkour. I didn't think it was like a actual thing. Like, I thought it was just random parkour levels that people made.
Once you get over the first 5 minutes where he's saying parkour pro and parkour noob constantly.
Parkour noobs, parkour
Oh, wow.
parkour noob, parkour
19
noob,
times.
parkour civilization, parkour pros, parkour noobs.
It's kind of a
Jeez.
masterpiece. It's one of the better movies I have seen this year. Like, legitimately. I've got
Right.
the sequel on my watch later, and I just haven't found time for it yet.
There's
2
an earnestness
hours.
to it that I
Okay.
really appreciate. It is very well paced. Good stakes.
If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
And you're just like, shit,
Yeah.
don't let it happen, man. You got to make this jump. You got to... Oh, fuck, he got the beef.
It's fun. Shout out to that guy. I was watching it on the plane and I was like, God, everyone around me must think this guy's got such good taste. There is a lot of Assassin's
Oh,
Creed
wow.
leap of faith in Parkour Civilization when you think about it.
Yeah.
They just need to use the hawk jumping sound, the hawk tour jumping sound effect instead of the
Oh,
vine boom.
no.
We are very hip, Mr. Kudos. We like the latest memes. We like Ugandan knuckles.
That's something hip people famously do, was constantly
Right.
reaffirm that fact.
We are on the latest trends. I know
Are
lately, Hawk Tour
We're on the cutting
is
edge.
very popular at the
Yeah.
moment. So we
Right.
should say that some more.
Yep. We can ADR that in. I'll give you some clean hawk tours and you can just sort of sprinkle those in like cloves on a ham. Hawk tour! Hawk
That's pretty nice.
tour!
Yes, yes.
Spit on that thing. Hawk tour! There you go. Put those wherever you want.
Really funny.
Has someone done Goku charging up an attack by saying like every syllable in hawk tour?
I think we've kind of
Dramatic.
cracked it.
Yeah, we fixed Ubisoft.
We fixed that
Right.
one. That's the game doctors.
Like, I'd say that if this was just a centralized thing with Ubisoft, but it's not. It really isn't. Because, like, after they announced that they were taking a delay to quote-unquote polish the game up, they release 2 NFT games as well afterwards? Like, to less fanfare, but still they released 2 NFT games. I don't know if they're doing well, probably not, but yeah, Ubisoft is just weird, like not doing great, at least to my eyes, right? It's just they're making so many mistakes with this game, the NFT games. It's just. Didn't they also release what they said like was the quad? It was Ubisoft, right? The quadruple A game that failed.
I can't remember what we actually fixed. It was just you had to pay more for the game, I think was the takeaway from that.
Ad time.
Ad
We
time.
tried to do neutral news, Sandra.
Yes.
It didn't work.
Oh no.
No.
We tried to do misinfo policing, Sandra.
Yes.
It didn't work. Ground news proposes a better way. We live with the bias, but we just let everybody see all the sources and everything, and you can see how many news publications are reporting on any particular story.
Interesting.
No. Stay in the bubble.
Breaking news, Sandra.
I know some people that would like to stay in the bubble. I like to see both sides.
Sightings
If I
of
have the
drones are
time.
causing a pandemonium in downtown New Jersey. Some
Are
are
aliens
calling
responsible?
it the end of the world.
Joe Rogan
Yes,
concerned.
Let's check it out on ground.news and see what the rest of the media is reporting on it.
No, just take my word for it.
29 left-leaning organizations say that,
Say what, Sandra? That the aliens should get free college?
but 43 right-wing organizations also reported on the drones.
Reporting what, Sandra? That I should wait until marriage?
You'll just have to make up your own mind. With ground news.
Sounds like a good
So go to
thing.
ground.news/
Although, what's the catch? Like, what's the catch? After that whole honey thing, it's like, oh, it's not just a honey thing, but it's like a lot of these. It's like, what's the catch? It's like the land titles. You can take that as a joke, or some people would think that's real. Those knives from the same company, I believe. Like I said, honey, which people loved before, but they found out the truth. Or for the most part, people loved it. I know there's like some people that don't, like Markiplier, and turned out to be right. more or less. So.
Incognito to get 50% off a year's subscription. Sandra, do
Okay.
you ever just doom scroll on your phone?
All the time. Yes, everything is bad and getting worse.
Well, Ground News has a whole bunch of positive stories, and I have that as my homepage. And then I
Emperor Penguin released at sea 20 days after waddling onto Australian beach. Rewilded orphan grizzly cubs found thriving near Bellacoola, British Columbia. And Warren Buffett details estate plans and 1.2 billion in new charitable donations.
live in a world of bliss. It's very nice.
Okay.
Look, Sandra, HIV is down 22%.
Oh my god! No, everything is bad!
What's that, Ground News? You say they found the guy who shot Kurt Cobain?
Who told you?
No way! Winning!
All this free stuff is great, but I really should get the Vantage plan, right? Incognito mode?
Absolutely. It has all sorts of neat features, including my favorite,
Oh,
the
it's paid, that's
bias
why.
tracker. So you
It's
can see
not
where
free.
your own blind spots are.
No, you're the only sane one. Everyone else is an extremist.
Everyone likes reading stats about themselves. Oh, I'm a... what? I only read... What? So go to ground.news/incognito to get a year's subscription, full access to everything, including
I
the
love his
bias
ads.
tracker, all for half price.
His ads are great.
And over.
No mates in Baldur's Gates. I still have to play that. I've done the furthest I played was getting more or less a tutorial and like getting to the end of the crashing ship at the very beginning. Like the plan was on my gaming channel to continue it. Oh, not continue, but when I first tried it out, I started recording it, and OBS didn't like it. I don't know why. Because like, I'm using a 4060, so it should be fine. But OBS didn't like it. It only happens to a small number of games. It's whatever. But now I have the PS5 copy, and I really want to continue and start over and see how the UI is with the PS5 version. But I've just been sidetracked with other games like Lorelei and the Plucky Squire. So it's on the list. It's definitely on the list, but I know it's going to take a lot of... I'm going to need to devote a lot of time because I do know how long the game actually is, so... One day.
Do you want to tell the fine folks here how you managed to convince every one of your party members in Baldur's Gate 3 to desert you
Oh,
for
no.
your repulsive personality?
Oh, yeah. It just seems
can't
like
believe you did that.
we all can't get along, and I don't know what I did.
At least you can do that. I know a game where I've heard that's not allowed, and you're forced to party with them.
It's not, but the game is rigged.
I never had this.
All right, so there I was. I was playing Baldur's Gate, and I was loving it.
Okay.
And we were all having a good time, but I thought everyone was getting along. However, I had
You thought.
the pretty lady,
Shadowheart,
Shadowheart, and the frog lady.
Lae'zel.
The frog.
I had them in the camp together. Now, they both weren't happy with each other.
Walk away now.
Yep.
So I thought,
Okay.
naturally, Shadowheart's like pretty lady, other one frog lady, not so keen. So Shadowheart, I will
I'm sure there's a sizable audience that would disagree.
facilitate her killing Lae'zel.
Oh no.
Right? That makes perfect sense. Now, so we do that, and everyone's loving it, and the camp is slightly smaller, but everyone's loving it.
So
Okay.
Lae'zel died, who, by the way, ends up becoming one of the coolest characters if you follow her arc through.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Okay. Did you even try and resolve the conflict with words first? Or did you...
No, why would I? Frog lady's scary.
Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own
I thought she was cool for like the small moment that I played.
flesh.
I was a man in this game, and I felt like, oh, I don't know, she could probably kind of beat me up. I don't like this.
You have a very outdated view of fantasy gender roles.
Well, it's my role play too.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so you killed Lae'zel. You got Lae'zel murdered.
Everyone agreed with it. Everybody,
Okay.
Piper liked that.
Who the fuck is Piper?
From Fallout 4.
Oh, sure.
And then I went over to, who's that magician guy?
Gale?
So I went over to Gale, and he's like,
I need a magical artifact to consume.
oh, okay.
Okay.
I looked through my stuff and was like, there's nothing really want to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice
was it?
one thing.
The cap of cringe.
I looked through my stuff and was like, there's nothing.
Redditor, when you wear the cap, all dialogue is spoken in Reddit memes, inflicting 2d6 cringe damage. Putting on this hat is somehow enough to lift your spirits. It doesn't look like a fedora though. I mean, it kind of does, but not really. Gale can absorb this item's magic, destroying it.
I really want to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice.
The ring of wearing. When this user puts on the ring, they are wearing it. Okay. Sure.
One thing. I certainly don't want him turning.
Alex's locket grants its wearer the ability to cast emotional manipulation. Contains a photo of Alex and Gabe as kids. It is very emotional.
On me. Okay, so I gave him one thing, and then he's like,
oh no.
That hit the spot. But then, 5 minutes later, he goes, another please.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. So I said no, and he goes,
I understand that I am asking for a lot,
but I've got my reasons, doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. I was like, all right, fine, I'll go to the shop. So I went to the shop, and I bought a new,
not knowing the background and all that, sounds like an addiction to magical item.
Rare item. And I was like, right, this will do it. I'll give it to him, it's magical.
Dostrilt's Piccolo. Okay, this petite flute engraved with drow sigils is said to have belonged to Captain Dostrilt of the Spelljammer Flitter Ervin's Clutch. Okay.
He'll shut up. And then I go over to him.
Glad you've a moment for me.
I was like, here's the magical item. And it wouldn't let me transfer it. Like, it didn't count it as one, like, rare enough, I guess.
Did you just try and put it in his inventory? You have to, like, talk to him.
Some things you buy from the vendor just don't.
The item says whether Gale can absorb it or not. Yeah. I've noticed that with the other stuff he highlighted.
Do the thing. It's mostly things you find in the environment.
Yeah, right.
So I've talked to him now, like, 3 times, saying, here's an item. Lamau, Charlie Brown footballed him. He goes,
we've reached the point of no return.
What?
That's it. I'm leaving the party.
We're not compatible, you and I.
Wow.
It hasn't been a
really?
And then he was gone, and suddenly he was like, oh, I'm down another
really?
2. Okay.
What?
Just real quick, how far through the game was that?
Couple hours.
I won't fully throw.
They cut away.
Under the bus for that, if it was kind of early on. Pretty much in every game, you just find, like, early on, there's a few real dog shit amulets and rings that give you, like, a spell like Dancing Lights, which just summons some lights. It's like, who fucking gives a shit? So every time I've played, I've just given him that trash. Spoilers, I'm pretty sure if you'd just given him that second item somehow or sacrificed one of yours, that's the last one he asks for.
Huh.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
So it was only 2. And Internet Historian just didn't bother with the second one at all. Or he tried, but didn't get the right item.
Yeah, well, it seemed never-ending to me. I thought, oh, bloody hell, this is just a tax I have to pay now for keeping a wizard in. And I'm already a wizard. I don't need 2.
That makes a bit more sense. If you were also a wizard, I would not be as enthused about keeping the other wizard around. Fair enough.
But I had Shadowheart, I had Astarion, and I had Karlach.
I'm surprised you didn't just kill Karlach on sight, given your track record.
Well, I didn't like how tall she was.
What?
And then I can't remember everyone else. I didn't like, who's that, Wilson? And suffer it.
Jeez, Wilson.
Will, yeah. I didn't like him because he came in and he seemed too goody two-shoes. I think I told him to leave.
I haven't even met him yet.
Or I had just attacked him.
It's probably
I can't remember. And then we were having a gay old time, I'll venture to say. And then they asked me, hey, do you want to join the light side or the dark side? And I was like, I want to join the light side. And then Shadowheart's like,
you're making me regret my decision to join you.
I'm leaving.
This is where we part ways.
Wow.
And then I went, no, hold on, stay. And then I couldn't roll high enough to convince her to stay.
The first roll I ever done in the PC, like my first time playing in my first roll in the game, it was a natural 1.
And then suddenly I only had 2 members of my party.
Wasn't meant to be.
And so then I went over to the guy and he's like, Yes, hello, I'm a spooky skeleton man. I've got these hirelings, they don't have a soul.
I might summon the worthiest among them.
And so they're like unvoiced characters.
Yeah,
so I had 2 voiced characters and one nothing guy that I'll never fall in love with this one. So I just stopped playing.
That's very funny. That's very, very funny. I can't relate. I did.
What, did you keep everyone?
Yep.
Did you have a big band of like 20 people?
Yep. My camp was fucking annoying by the end of it. There was so many people I had to talk to.
Jeez.
Shitty fucking game.
Yes,
Do you
the
like
game's
any
fault.
games?
I tell you what, I used to like video games. Kudos.
And then they started putting women in them. And I was like, no.
They all went woke, Mr. Kudos. I remember back in the day where they used to say male or female. Now they say body type 1.
1 or body type 2, body type A, body type B.
Or body type 2. They used to say like blonde, ponytail. Now they say hair 1, hair.
Huh. I never really noticed that. Like I noticed the body type change, like the male female type 1 type 2 stuff. I didn't notice, like I noticed that the hairstyles were numbered, but I thought it was just because there was like so many, and it'd be just easier just to number them because you can tell the difference. But because I've noticed this a lot earlier than the male and female body types
too.
I would point out, not in Baldur's Gate though, they have very colourful hair descriptors. They do have the body type thing though.
I liked it when they still described the genitals, but then put a numerical identifier afterwards. So when they would call it like penis 1 and penis 2. Wow. I thought that's quite funny. That's quite good.
I think I was usually a penis B guy from memory in Baldur's Gate. I think I was a cock B guy. Can't remember. Someone blow up my mentions with penis 2 from Baldur's Gate so I can remember whether that's the one I picked or not.
Yeah, so if you've got any
opinions on which penis type
DM, just send them ats. Sends ats to many kudos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Please. And make sure to CC internet historian in as well.
I'm looking at it right now.
There it is.
CC internet historian in as well.
The cups. Asmongold's cups.
I'm looking at it right now.
The left side was really clean though.
I can see your screen right now, and you're just watching anime.
Inspiration.exe.
Okay, I think we should end this with a speech. Games. If I was to make a recipe for games, I'd go a cup of love, a dash of inspiration.
Yeah.
More than a handful of hard work.
Yep. A sprinkling of good graphics.
Oh, that's beautiful, Mr. Kudos.
Subjective.
6 kilograms worth of engaging gameplay.
Try to stay imperial. The metric system really confuses the Americans.
2 stones worth of fun, of course. And of course, I'm reminded.
Was it like Dustborn? That's like it's Dustborn. I'm going on a tangent here, but the first time I saw it, I didn't see like the dialogue. I didn't see a lot of stuff, but the first thing I saw of Dustborn was that it looked like a poorly made rhythm game. Because the only thing I saw at the time, like the first thing I saw was the rhythm thing, and then I looked into it, and I genuinely wonder who would have fun in that game, right? Because from what I gathered, it seemed like the main character, or the character that you're playing, I don't know if that's the main character, but it seems like the whole point is to get offended and then use that offensive feeling back at the robots that are robots and don't get offended, and it's a mess. it's a mess. Would I play it? Sure, if I was given a copy, I'd try. I'll try any game if I was given a free copy. Like, even if it is like notorious or whatever, as long as I can run it, and as long as it's not like a virus or anything, I try any free game. Because I like to experience new stuff, whether it be good, whether it be bad. I have a whole playlist on my YouTube, on my gaming channel, Mandy Plays All Night, playing games that are mostly negative on Steam. I haven't played any recently, but the playlist is there. But anyways, yeah, that's a tangent.
Of one of the greats.
Yep.
Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Yes. What would he say if he was still alive right now?
Oh no.
Please put a vibrato behind this. Make me echo.
Yes.
Sandwich, not asked for, with chips. And I think that just sums it up. If there's one thing that brings everyone together,
yes, it's
that every game has to be installed.
True words.
Unless it's a Nintendo 64 or any other cartridge-based.
On Live, I know people hated it, and it wasn't consistently great, I think, but when it worked, it worked. Like, when I played it, it worked, so. I think I originally played Space Marine on Live.
PlayStation 1 also didn't require that.
Yeah. But everything from about PS3 onwards required installation.
Yeah.
That's and let's be honest, no one's playing old games.
Well, the graphics are grody.
And the graphics make a game. Bad graphics equals a bad game. Good graphics is a good game.
I know they're being sarcastic, but Concord.
But
I'm reminded of the words of Lana Del Rey.
Okay.
In her hit track video games.
In Magic the Gathering, what are they gathering?
That was what you were planning to round this out with? That was what you cooked up?
Yeah. Do you really have to catch them all?
Or could you leave a few of them just to hang out?
Oh no,
At
Pikachu.
what point do they stop crafting the war and it's just there?
I think we've got it. Yeah. Who the fuck is Sid Meier?
Hawk Tour. Spit on that thing.
So get ground news.
Right. I wonder how long they went for. How long they did that ending before the editor just like, yeah, that's enough. Surely they had a few more lines after that, but yeah, video games. Surprised, no creepypasta. It was actually all like in a way related. I mean, we got the first part about Ninja, the more or less last bit about Baldur's Gate, and how to make Ubisoft better, which I want to say it's not hard, but realistically, it kind of is, because it feels like they just dug themselves a hole with all of their recently released stuff, except for like the new Prince of Persia, which I heard was good, but it's like. It's Ubisoft, right? That's like they release so many bad stuff, and just like the one, it's like it's not even great. It's just good. That from what I've heard. So even then, it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Went on a few tangents, but that's what I do. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.